It is May 8th of 2026, and this is the Court Gallery. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today's lineup is a wild one. First up, we have traffic and misdemeanors. We've got hard labor, a double parker, and 10-year license suspension, and a literal fast food restraining order with Judge Oakley. Then Judge Middleton handles the parolee dodging life in prison, and a whole bunch of landlord-tenant chaos along with Judge Simpson. Get ready for a $12,000 feral cat sanctuary, a year-long squatter, and a hammer-throwing girlfriend. Finally, we head to Kansas, where a domestic survivor gets caught in a warrant sweep and a 62-year-old hitchhiker decides to fire his lawyer and go pro se again. It's a wild one, ladies and gentlemen, and it all starts right now.
Counsel, we've got the file. Thank you.
Pre-trials, release, the arraignment or show cause, set aside of the show cause as it relates to the arraignment, waive formal leading plea not guilty. As it relates to the pre-trial, prosecutors agreed to dismiss the original driving unlicensed suspended subject to the benefit of guilty from driving while out on person defended by rights.
Okay. All right, Mr. Boudry, you understand those rights? You understand the options presented to you because of those rights? And you understand the possible penalty for the added charge? Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty to that charge? Doing so freely and voluntarily? All right. Did you drive a vehicle in Romulus on October 25? Was your license suspended, revoked, or denied? Satisfied, counsel?
Thank you.
I'll accept the plea and dismiss the original charge. Tell me something about Mr. Boudry so I can sentence today.
Defendant's 20 years old, works, lives with family, your honor, as a child on the way to sin.
Congrats.
His license has not ever had a license. Appreciates that habit. This is gonna
Okay, so when this hits his record, they're probably going to resuspend him.
It's gonna be suspended for sure. We're aware of that.
Okay.
About that. So
Where are you working?
Meyer warehouse.
How long?
Since November.
Full time? Good. What do they pay?
Nah.
You got to get a better job. What's the plan?
I'm kind of stuck there right now.
Right. What have you done besides Myers?
Work at ETW. At the aircraft.
Okay. How soon do you think he's going to be able to get his license back with this suspension?
And it's gonna, as soon as this hits, it's at least 30 days to go back in there.
Is he eligible right now?
I believe he is eligible right
If
now.
if this case didn't exist, could you go to Secretary of State and get your license?
I would be, I
Is
would,
Greco here today or Angela? Angela, I'm going to beat her up a little bit.
Yes, Judge.
I want to beat you up a little bit.
Okay, what's going on?
Mr. Boudry's 20 years old. He's got a baby on the way. He needs to get a good job. I've got a real good job prospect for him, but he's got to get his license. And if he pleads to a no ops, he's 30 days out before he can get his license.
Okay, you want to do an allowing?
Will you?
Yeah, that's fine.
thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
This is going to be a nasty job. I mean, hard work, messy, wet, muddy. I think he's going to start you at 19 or 20 bucks an hour. He'll work you. He'll work you enough that you'll just go home, crawl into bed and sleep. That's what you need right now. Okay. You need to be working 60, 70 hour weeks while you're young and healthy. So when you're old and worn out like I am, you don't have to work so hard. Okay. Get your license straightened out. Call him first. Tell him I got that card from Oakley. I'm getting my license straightened out this week, whatever you can do. And I want to know if you can look at me to hire me. All right. And then let me know what happens. All right. So we're going to change this to an allow unlicensed driver to operate.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, what else should I know before I sentence?
20 years old, doing the right thing.
Right.
Southeast Michigan, no prior criminal record, all that good stuff.
I'm not gonna just give you a birthday present. I'm gonna give you your Christmas present too. Fines and costs on this file, $600, or show me a valid operator's license within 30 days. I'm paying you $600 to get your license. You understand how that works? Go away.
Judge, she has a bond. I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to keep $150 of your bond, and then I'm going to pay you $450 to get your license. Go away. Good luck. Thanks. All right, that only happens once a day, so don't get your hopes up. Sadie White? Ms. White, are you going forward today without benefit of a court-appointed attorney? Did you read your rights form? You understand your rights? Okay. All right, we've got two files today. It looks like one, you made a deal with the prosecutor. You're going to plead to a double parking. You've agreed to pay $150, and we're going to dismiss the unregistered vehicle. That's from February 21. Then we've got another file. I don't know why this didn't get dealt with. Okay, we got another file. That's a Romulus from that same date. Drove while license suspended, revoked, or denied. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, she's going to dismiss both of them. Ooh, that's a good deal. Okay. All right, and it looks like you already owe us money on some other stuff. What do we got here? On probation? Oh, you're on probation. Oh, you're on a delayed sentence for a violation of parental responsibility. All right, so you're okay there. You just got on that. Yeah. Okay. So when can you pay the $150? You mean tomorrow? No, I've been gone all week for a conference, so it feels like Monday for me. So next Tuesday. I'll give you till Friday. I don't care. Okay. All right. So Heather, I'm going to dismiss the DWLS, which is the A, and then we'll reduce the B to the double parking. Okay. So next Friday, the 15th is your due date for 150. Any questions? You're all set. You're welcome. Elijah Lee. Mr. Lee, are you going forward today without benefit of an attorney? Did you read your rights form? You understand the options you have and the rights that give you those options?
I'm not sure I fully understand.
Do you have any questions I can answer? Go ahead.
Being put off on revoke versus without operating license on person. I just want to know.
The main, you mean the difference between what you're getting ready to plead to and what you're charged with?
What I'm pleading to, now the original charge.
Yeah. So original charge, bottom line is the 2 points. The drove while license suspended, you're going to get 2 points from Secretary of State. With the no valid operator's license on person, you're not going to get those 2 points. The Secretary of State may give you a longer suspension because this charge on your record, when that hits today, it'll show them that on February 12th, you were driving. So they might resuspend you, but it will not be points.
Okay. My situation around, I caught 30 my license was suspended for 5 years. And I made it to 4 years and 9 months, and they were suspended again because I got caught out on revoke.
Right.
That's
Right.
That's our goal is on work.
Right.
So they were suspended for another 5 years. So next year, it'll be that 5th year, which altogether is like 10 years. I've been without a license.
Yep.
Like I'll completely turn my life around. I'll completely put down alcohol since the last incident, and just been on the straight and narrow. And to working home, literally, I missed out on family events.
Where are you working at?
Bros E, New Boston.
Yeah, the lighting place. Yeah.
I just been on the straight and narrow. And beside that, like we catch lifts and Ubers. You know, I got a bunch of
Ton of money.
a lot going on. My kid got called over this summer.
Where are you going with all this?
Where I'm going with it is, and this reached the Secretary of State, and they suspended another 5 years and 15.
Okay, stop there. Miss Manarino.
Yes, Judge.
Elijah Lee,
Yes.
DWLS down to no ops. February 12th, 2026. He's been 10 years without his license because of drinking and driving charges. Last time he got an extra 5 is it's because he got popped driving while he was revoked. I
Okay,
think the no ops is going to do the same thing and add another 5 years.
so we amend it to an
He-
allowing.
He's a working guy. Yep. he
Yeah,
works
that's
at
fine. We can do
Bros.
that.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Miss Manarino. She just saved you that 5 years. All right. So what you're going to plead to is allowing an unlicensed driver to operate. So, you know, if you gave your nephew who's 15 your car and said, go up and get milk at the store, he's not licensed, that's the ticket you'd get. So that tells Secretary of State that you gave somebody the right to drive your car that shouldn't have. That somebody just happens to be you. Okay? Understood? All right. I think I got this already, but let's, February 12th, 2026, were you driving a vehicle in Romulus? Was your license suspended, revoked, or denied? I'll accept your plea to the added charge. What kind of shift you work at Bros?
I work day shift. I work 6 to 2. All that work. I mean,
All right. What days? Monday through Friday?
Monday.
They're working you 6 days? Good for you. All right. All right. Usually I would do 4 days on the work program, but I don't want you to have to take work days off to do that. So I'm going to convert your work days to community service hours. Did you hear me explain to the lady in front of you how that works? Did you hear me explain community service to the lady in front of you? It's charity work. All right, on the funny. That's money and fines and costs all rolled together.
It works.
On the money, fines and costs are $500. Can you pay that today or do you need options? Go downstairs, same counter where you're going to schedule your or ask about 30 hours community service. If you want our list, is where you set up your payment plans. Looks like you owe us $90 on a 2022 balance due on that ticket. So just put it all together, one payment plan. Questions? You all set? Good luck with that license. Listen, when you're ready to go get your license, go talk to an attorney that does license restorations. It's going to cost you money, but it'll save you time. Because what happens with most people that try it without a lawyer is they set up a hearing through the Secretary of State and they go to the driver's license appeal division. And the hearing officer says, okay, do this, do this, do this, do this, bring me that, bring me this, and then come back and see me in X number of months. If you see an attorney that does that for a living, they'll have all your ducks in a row. So when you go into the hearing, you probably get some privileges. It'll cost you, but I mean, how much does it cost you the last 10 years paying for rides? An attorney's a bargain. All right. So keep that in mind when you're ready. You're welcome. Good luck. Hodges. Ma'am, are you going forward today without benefit of an attorney?
Yes, sir.
Good morning. Okay, I don't know why they did that.
She brought it up.
Angela brought it in.
She also brought a register of action from down. I think she thought it was no fine.
Okay. Okay. All right. Ma'am, did you discuss or go over your rights?
Yes, sir.
You understand those rights and the options they give you?
Yes.
And do you understand the possible penalty for no valid operator's license on person?
No.
Up to, which means $0 to $500 fines plus court costs and 0 to 90 days in jail.
Oh, are you know?
I'm not putting you in jail on this.
Driver?
Now, I will also say this. When this hits your record, Secretary of State may resuspend you for 30 days. Because this is going to tell them that you were driving on November 1 when they didn't want you to.
Okay.
Understood?
Yeah.
All right. So understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty to the added charge today? And are you doing so freely and voluntarily? Ma'am, did you drive a vehicle on November 1, 2018 in Romulus?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. If I told you that's what the ticket said, would that ring a bell?
Yeah.
All right. And at that time, was your license suspended, revoked, or denied?
So, yeah.
All right. Any reason to think that information was inaccurate? Okay. I'll accept your plea to the charge, ma'am. Are you working?
Actually, Your Honor, I just started a part-time position.
Okay, where at?
I work for Parolee here today.
Okay, good. Good.
I'm working there part-time. And I had changed everything around.
Okay.
Abuse involved, I mean,
How long you been clean?
it's Your Honor.
Good for you. How? What are you doing?
In a recovery program.
Okay. What else?
I also am treated for mental illness.
Okay.
Seeing
Psychiatrist? Good. Good.
and then hence I started the job.
Yes. Yeah.
Things have really changed.
So you quit self-medicating?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Good for you. Keep up the good work. All right. Keep up the good work. 78 days today? 978.
Days today.
Who's counting?
Who's counting?
Yeah. Good for you.
I appreciate that. Can you say more than?
You can say two more things.
I did not even, I hate to say it, but I didn't even know about this. I didn't remember. It was 10 years ago.
Because you were in the mess.
I was a mess.
Yeah.
I received the documentation in December, but I had a hip replacement. I got them in here as soon as I could.
Yeah.
I accept responsibility. I'm willing to pay anything. Just please don't throw me in it.
I'm not going to throw you in jail. Here's what I'm going to do. Fines and costs are $750, which I'm suspending in light of your 978 days clean. Go away. Have a lovely day. Good luck with the job. Yep. Good luck with the job. Are we ready on Keyshawn Brown?
You're not. Mr. Brown? Bro.
Good morning.
Concept for revenue is not really previous. Also had a chance to recharge this issue. In this matter, Mr. Brown, we should need the 3 counts. No operator's license on person with the understanding the individual charges and a civil infraction to be considered.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Brown, did you go over your rights with Mr. Bowditch? You understand those rights and the options presented to you by those rights? You understand the possible penalty for no valid operator license on person? And understanding all of this, are you pleading guilty to no valid operator license on person 3 times? Let me catch up with paperwork. On February 17 of 26, November 16 of 24, and December 5 of 25, did you operate a vehicle in Romulus on each of those dates? And on each of those dates, was your license suspended, revoked, or denied? Satisfied, Mr. Bowditch? So am I. I'll accept the plea to the added charge of no ops times 3 and dismiss drove while license suspended times 3. Also, the civil infraction got dismissed.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What should I know about Mr. Brown?
Well, Mr. Brown is moving towards a small license. Most recently, he made some efforts and he began on job. And so he's still working at it. I believe there are just 80 seconds.
All right.
No drug driving, nothing.
Where were you working when you hurt your hand? How long had you been with Avis? All right. And are you still off work because of the injury? All right. Are you going back to Avis when they approve you to go back to work? Any idea when that's going to be? All right. Is your hand good enough that you can do physical labor, but it's just not good enough for them to release you from liability? All right. So you probably have more time than money right now. Am I right? Okay. So what I'm inclined to do, usually on each one of these files, I'd be looking at $500 or $600 fines and costs, depending on late fees, and 4 days on the court work program. Given your situation, you're not working right now. I'm inclined to just give you a bunch of work days. You just come in and start banging out work days and you don't have to pay us anything. All right.
Big digging holes. Meaning,
Generally speaking, you're to be picking up trash. No, I'm not promising that's all they'll be involved, but you know, we don't put you on chainsaws or, you know, power equipment, that kind of stuff. All right. Anything else? All right. So what I'm going to do is on each one of these files, I'm going to order 6 days on the work program. What I want you to do is bang those out as fast as you can. So when they approve you to go back to Avis, you can go. All right. Because I'm assuming you were working a day shift there. Okay. We don't have any third shift or anything, so it's got to be days for me, but let's get those done. You do owe us money on some other stuff. Can you set up a payment plan on that? You got any regular money coming in so you can do some kind of monthly, you know, $50 a month or something? Okay. Set that up today. So that'll take care of the old stuff
kind of schedules, work days.
and a payment plan. Yep. All right. Good luck with that hand.
So Your Honor, today was the date and time that has been adjourned. I'm sorry, I'll wait for.
Go ahead. That's all right. Go ahead.
Three judges have it, we have, well, none of you see. So Your Honor, we passed this matter previously, for Miss Young to be interviewed by our sobriety court.
Right.
She did that. Went through my emails. I actually don't have a resolution on whether she committed or not.
Mhm. Is Miss Trolley not here today?
Not here today. I didn't reach out to her. I know that they're batting, you know, they're down one man and
Right.
trying to
Right.
manage her. What I don't want to do is stop progress. I firmly believe that she is going to be admitted and she's a phenomenal candidate. She clears the felonious, you know,
Yeah.
assaulted crime
Yeah.
component. You live in Bell.
She's ours. Yeah. She's in the venue.
Yeah, so I don't think that there's anything that would be a statutory
I
disqualifier.
can't think of anything.
What I propose, if the court would hear me on this one, is let's go ahead and move forward with entry, and if I'm wrong, 1,000 lashes with a wet noodle, and we'll go right back to a sentencing posture.
Let me ask you a question. Explain to me your relationship with alcohol.
It's traumatic. I do have a GP problem. I've been working on it.
Stop right there. As long as she told Emily that, or is going to tell Emily that, I'm not saying there's nothing that will prevent her from being in the program, but I'm hearing all the stuff we need to hear. So I think it's safe to move forward with the idea you're going into our sobriety court program.
Did not give her a thumbs up or thumbs down at the conclusion of the interview, but she did tell her, hey, when you come to court, make sure you bring all this with you and don't fill it out yet. That can mean many different things. But that leads me to also believe that, I think that this is where we're headed. And if we could just get that process rolling.
So what's the worst case scenario? Let's say you enter a plea today. For whatever reason, Ms. Parolee tells me she doesn't think you're a good candidate. I agree with her and we don't let you in sobriety court program. The worst case scenario is you could ask me to set aside your plea and we could start over and I'll do that. I mean, it's not costing me anything to take your plea today if we don't put you in sobriety court. Does that make you comfortable? Okay. All right. So what's the deal? She pleading straight up?
Yes, Your Honor. So
Okay.
WI charges the first offense. So I don't think there would be really anything other than we have.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you've discussed your rights and options with him. You understand all that? You understand the possible penalty for the charge? And are you pleading guilty to that charge today? Are you doing so freely and voluntarily? All right. Not because Mr. Hadley strong-armed you. Okay. All right. Did you drive a vehicle August 31, 25? At that time, had you consumed alcohol before driving? Was there breath or blood? Both. Would you stipulate that the alcohol in the blood reading was more than 0.08? Satisfied?
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to accept your plea. I'm just going to write like I normally do, referred for PSI sentencing, and I'm going to put sobriety court ?
Understood.
All right. Got it. Bond is continued. Any questions? All right. Anticipating. Welcome to sobriety court. Is it Mathers?
That's it, sure. They run for the record, they're about appears on the outlook, and this Mr. Mathis is Brody. Sir, can you give me name, please?
Michael Messes.
Thank you.
Your Honor, today's date time set for arraignment in this family. Also, understand, in this case, we are requesting an adjournment. We were hoping we could get on the June 18th docket.
Time.
9.
All right, Mr. Mathis, is Lauren Graves somebody that you know, or is that a stranger to you?
Oh, sure, yeah, strangers.
All right, so no reason for you to have any contact with him. You saw him at McDonald's, you go eat at Burger King.
I already have.
All right. So I'm going to order no contact.
Mathis?
Yes. THES. So no contact means no phone calls, no letters, no social media contact. You see him at Burger King, you're eating at McDonald's, you got it. No contact. I'll put you on a personal bond. Stay out of trouble, show up for court, and no contact keeps you out of jail. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court amount of $1,000 if you screw up on bond? Any questions? Have a seat. We'll get you notice. Get you on your way. You're Amanda Bradley. Good morning, Mr. Hadley.
Judge, no, you have the record. Judge, everything on behalf with Miss Amanda Bradley, we say it ain't the limit.
Good morning.
Full reading the stand mute as pleaded not guilty for arraignment purposes. We have reached a resolution.
Tell me all about it.
The A matter, Your Honor, the expired license, and the B matter, 11 to 15, are both going to be dismissed. Or to be guilty to the amended charge of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. And Ms. Bradley is the holder of a valid license.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Did you discuss your rights with Mr. Hadley? You understand those rights and the options they give you? And do you understand the possible penalty for this added charge? Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty to the added charge freely and voluntarily today? Were you suspended on February 22nd? No. Were you expired on February 22nd, 2026 when you drove a vehicle in Romulus? Satisfied, counsel? So am I. Love the green and yeah, just very, very springy. Yeah, very springy. Well, the tie's nice. Anything else I should know before I sentence?
I kind of live with the allocution. I mean, she went out and took care of everything she needed to do. She's balanced good. Otherwise,
Working?
Yes.
Where at?
Ready to get work.
Who for?
Here, right.
How long?
2 years.
Good, good. All right, fines that cost you $400. Can you pay that today or do you need options?
Should be good.
You want me to just give you a due date?
Yeah, that's fine.
22nd, plenty of time?
Yeah. 22nd? Yeah. That's perfect.
All right. You're all set. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Erwin. Good morning, ma'am. Are you going forward today without benefit of a court-appointed attorney? Have you read your rights?
Yeah.
You understand those rights and the options they give you? All right, let's see what the deal says. You're going to plead guilty to no valid operator's license on person. We'll dismiss registration or plate civil infraction, no insurance civil infraction, and drove while license suspended, revoked, or denied misdemeanor. Right? You understand that when Secretary of State sees this deal, they're probably going to suspend you for a little bit more time. You know, they might resuspend you. You understand that's a possibility? Because this will show them that you were driving when you weren't supposed to be driving. You follow me? All right. And understanding your rights, understanding your options, understanding the possible penalty for the no valid operator's license. Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? Yeah, but you're doing it because you decide that's the best deal for you, not because somebody's making you. Yeah. So did you drive a vehicle in Romulus while your license was suspended, revoked, or denied? That was February 19th. I will accept your plea and dismiss all the other stuff in keeping with your agreement with the prosecutor. All right, are you working? Where do you work? How long have you been there? Okay. Anything else you want me to know?
I want 2 kids,
All right, how old are they?
6 and 2.
So 6-year-old's probably in school. Okay. And what kind of shift do you work on the job?
I work on 11:30 to 7:30, so throughout the day.
All right. So normally I would order work program, but that's going to cause you some extra problems. So instead of 4 days on the work program, I'm going to order 30 hours community service. What that means is charity work, literally any nonprofit. If you get inventive, you'll be able to find someplace where you can go volunteer. The kids think you're taking them somewhere fun, and you can kill a couple birds with one stone. Understood? And I'm going to give you until July 1. So go downstairs at the front counter, far end, ask them for the community service list, and we'll give you a list of organizations in our area that are pre-approved. You don't have to work from that list. You can find any nonprofit. If the IRS has them registered as a nonprofit, I'll accept the hours there. All right. If you're not working off our list, before you do the work, you might want to come in and have us confirm that the place you picked will approve, because you don't have time to waste doing 30 hours that I don't accept. All right. Fines and costs are $500. Can you pay that today, or do you need options on that? Go downstairs, front counter, where you get all that stuff. Any questions? Good luck. Van Buren, can I have Ripple step up to the camera?
Yes, Your Honor.
Miss Ripple, can you hear me all right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Counsel, your appearance?
Your Honor, Sam Richardalo, P62186, MIDC Arraignment Counsel, appearing on behalf of Mrs. Ripple. Your Honor, for purposes of arraignment, we'd waive formal reading and stay mute. She understands the charges. She understands her rights, Your Honor, and at this time, she respectfully requests court-appointed counsel for all further proceedings.
Thank you. I have signed that paperwork. All right, let's set Miss Ripple up with 2 court dates. We'll start with a probable cause conference. That's going to be with Judge Martin on Zoom, May 19th at 9 a.m. Then we're going to schedule a preliminary exam the following week at 9 a.m. on the 26th, also with Judge Martin. That'll be live.
I don't understand.
What's your question, Ms. Ripple?
Is that for this? I don't understand what I'm seeing the judge for.
You're being,
Is it for-
This is a criminal case, so we've got to move you through the process with court dates. So I just gave those court dates for you.
Yes, sir,
The
thank
first
you.
one is going to be on May 19th. That's on Zoom. You'll have a chance to talk to an attorney that morning on Zoom if they don't reach out to you before then. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Mr. Jadala, looks like the department doesn't object to a personal bond. What should I know about the lady before I set that?
Your Honor, she's 44 years old. Your Honor, she's not on probation or parole. She has no hold on warrant. She's been in custody since Wednesday. We respectfully request, Your Honor, you adopt that recommendation for a personal bond. She'll return all court dates as ordered.
Okay. All right, Ms. Ripple, I'm going to put you on a personal bond. The first condition is pretty obvious. You stay out of trouble. The second condition is also obvious. Participate with your court dates. First one on Zoom, next one live. Understand those terms?
Yes, of course.
All right, raise your right hand for me. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt? Raise your right hand for me.
It's raised.
Raise your right hand. Like
It's
this?
raised.
She
It's
can't.
up, Your Honor.
It is raised, sir. My arm is raised.
Why can't I see it on the camera?
No, I don't know, sir. I'm raised.
Oh, I
It's
know
raised.
why. I know why. Hold on. Because I'm on delayed. Now you're good. All right. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court in the amount of $5,000 if you mess up on bond?
I do.
Any questions for Mr. Jadala before I terminate the meeting?
No, thank you.
All right. Officer, be safe. Mr.
Thank you, Your
Jadala,
Honor.
we'll let you know if we get something more coming in.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Judge, you said 1,000, correct?
I said 5,000.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you, Mr. Clemens.
It's date time set for pretrial in this matter. I met with prosecution, I met with Mr. Dickens. Mr. Dickens at this time, which is operating while visibly impaired with the understanding that your original charges be dismissed.
Thank you. I'm assuming that's impaired by drugs.
Yes, sir. Yeah, marijuana.
Mr. Dinkins, did you discuss your rights and options with Mr. Bowditch? You understand those rights and the options they give you? And do you understand the possible penalty for the added charge? Are you pleading guilty to that charge freely and voluntarily, sir? Did you drive a vehicle in Romulus July 25, 25?
Yes.
And did you drive that vehicle after you consumed marijuana?
Yes.
Was your ability to operate that vehicle visibly impaired due to your consumption of the marijuana? Let me ask it this way. Do you have children? Do you have nieces and nephews that you love? Would you want me driving them all around the state of Michigan after I smoked what you smoked that day? Why? Would you agree that it could affected your driving the same way it could affect my driving in that scenario? Are you satisfied? So am I. I'll accept the plea and dismiss the original charges. Okay. All right. Okay. I'll accept the plea. I'm going to send you down. I'll dismiss the other two charges. I'm going to send you downstairs to the probation department. You're going to. Yeah. Can you do what? I don't know. I don't know why not. I mean, that would be up to DoorDash. Yeah.
You're allowed to drive to work.
Yeah, I would think so. I don't know why not. Yeah, I don't know because I've never had the question presented to me, but I don't know why not. Yeah. So go downstairs. They're going to set up an interview date. You're going to come back for the interview. Based on the interview, the probation officer will prepare a report and recommendation of sentencing. You'll come back for sentencing. You have a chance to go over that paperwork with counsel. I will have looked at the report and then we'll have a conversation and I'll decide what the sentence is. Questions? No. Downstairs.
Thank you, Ron.
You're welcome. Dave, come on up.
You're gonna have Mr. Douglas.
Douglas. Thank you.
So.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. Say your name. Dude, you got to get on radio with that voice. See, I'm serious. You got to get an announcing job or something with that voice. Go ahead, counsel.
Today's the time today that's got a pre-trial been able to pre-trial case in the city. Because there's all the original charges that they understand.
Yep.
My subscribers, that's the directors, to be able to solve all that, we judge me as a family.
Awesome. Great. All right. Mr. Douglas, did you discuss your rights with counsel? You understand those rights and the options they give you? You understand the possible penalty for the added charge? Are you pleading guilty to that charge today freely and voluntarily? Sir, did you drive a vehicle in Romulus while your license was suspended, revoked, or denied? Was that January 13 this year? I'll accept your plea and dismiss all those other charges. Are you working? Where do you work? How long you been with them? Okay. Is that full time? Okay. What else you doing? Okay. Okay. All right. So what kind of shift are you working? Okay. All right. Anything else you want me to consider?
Thank you very seriously.
Good.
License right away. I'd ask that you consider that. I'd ask that you consider fines and costs given the current working situation. The fact he does have a few.
Yeah. I'll cut the work days in half. All right. So Mr. Douglas, fines and costs, $500. Normally I order 4 days on the court work program. I order 2. That means you pick which 2 days. Those days you got to get out here at 8:00 in the morning. You can do that? All right. What about the 500? Can you pay it today or do you need options? Go downstairs. Go downstairs. I'll tell you what your options are. David Sheldon Jr.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Ron, for the record here about appearing on behalf of David Sheldon. Sir, could you tell the judge, record, please?
Thank you.
Your case date time set for arraignment is his 2022 case. He waived for release, and we've also had a chance to pre-try this case. In this matter, Sheldon, he just started in Washington 4 years ago, with the matter being taken under 771 for a period of 6 months.
All right. Mr. Sheldon, you understand your rights and the options those rights give you?
Yes.
And you understand the possible penalty for larceny charge? Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily today? All right. On March 16, 2022, did you try to take some merchandise or something that didn't belong to you? Is that in the city of Romulus? What did you try to take and from whom?
Not for everything. You find that over the ladder. They gotta go to buttons.
He's walking away with this laugh. And I didn't mean to laugh at all. I can see it, Mr.
Picture him walking down the road. Okay.
Try that, I think it's speaking.
Yeah. Did you get your money?
You got his laugh.
What are you doing now?
Doing spark deliveries with my fiance.
Right.
And I've got a job interview Monday.
Where at?
Allen Park for a pilot position.
Good. Good. Full time?
Yeah.
Good luck. All right. What's he got on his records? You know?
No, you don't.
Have you been arrested by anybody since March of 2022? All right, I'll delay sentence for 6 months. During that time period, you stay out of trouble. Court costs are assessed the amount of $400. Can you pay that today? Oh, and you're not working right now? Would you rather do days? I'll give you work days instead of money if you want to get the work days and bang them out before you get a chance to a full-time job. Yeah, why don't you just schedule Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week and be done with it? Do 4 days on the work program, I'm done with you. Then all you got to do is stay out of trouble for 6 months. That works?
People are gonna say it's cheap.
They might even be able to get you on tomorrow's schedule. I don't know. But get the 4 days done as soon as possible, and then all you got to do is stay out of trouble. You're welcome.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Miss Owen.
Good morning.
A crowd has gathered on your behalf. Mr. Keith Stickley is here from the Public Defender's Office. Mr. Daniel Frazine, your probation officer, is here. Prosecutor Angelique Canfield is here, and we've also got someone from the victim advocate team at the prosecutor's office. You got arrested last night on 2 separate files, 2520220 FY. That's a technical probation violation, and I am the judge supervising your probation. You also got arrested in 252597 for a violation of bond conditions and a charge of domestic assault. Judge Pattison is handling that case, and I agreed that I would do both of these bench warrant arraignments this morning. In 252203, you were charged with assault with a dangerous weapon. It was reduced to a misdemeanor charge of domestic assault. You entered a plea and you were placed on probation. Your original attorney in that case was Casey Strong. Your probation officer, as I indicated, Daniel Frazine, is here. In the second case, you were arrested again for domestic assault in December. Attorney Luke Knopfsinger was appointed to represent you. It was set for a jury trial in February. I'm not sure what happened. Anyway, then it was set for March 1st, and I'm not sure what happened, but there was not a plea and there was not a jury trial. I understand you got picked up last night in contact with Gregory Owens, who you're not supposed to have any contact with. There's also alleged to be multiple violations of your probation, including no alcohol, no other assaultive behavior. Mr. Frazine, could you join us, please? Daniel, your screen is frozen. I don't know if you can join us. Apparently not. Where did you get arrested last night? Three Rivers?
My neighbor's house.
In Three Rivers?
Yes.
The prosecutor doesn't often show up for these simple misdemeanor bench warrant arraignments, but they feel strongly enough about this one that they are here. Ms. Canfield, what's the prosecutor's position here?
Oh, thank you, Your Honor. Well, my concern is that we're giving or attempting to give Miss Owens rehabilitative tools that she obviously is not taken advantage of with respect to the alleged probation violation. And additionally, she's violating bond conditions that are also in place. And this involved not only an admission of consuming alcohol again, but an alleged threat to another individual in the presence of the agent. So this is really concerning behavior. And at this point, I'm going to request, or at least think it appropriate, that a higher cash bond be set or that it be revoked pending a resolution on the other matter still before the court, the 252597 SM.
All right, Daniel, your screen is frozen and I can't hear you or see you, except a picture of your handsome face staring into space. Yeah, Daniel's frozen. I need his input and I can't see him. So, yeah. Yes. I think it's operator error, but we've got you on the speakerphone. Ms. Owens got picked up last night. Ms. Camfield is requesting that bond be canceled or raised. She's not entitled to a bond in the probation violation case, but I understand that there are some other issues going on. What else is happening here?
Well, she's had several issues with testing. I have 3 positive, 1 dilute, and 1 pending right now. And she has 5 no-shows. And she admits that she's still drinking.
All right, Miss Owens, I'm going to show a plea of not guilty on the probation violation and appoint an attorney. Your original attorney was Casey Strong. Bond is canceled. Set a PV hearing if we can next week. In the other case, the one in which you're on bond, I don't need to deal with a bond because it's canceled in the other case. I'm gonna set a bond violation hearing. With attorney Luke Knopfinger. I understand the blood alcohol last night was something like 223. So we're struggling. But you're like a ping pong ball bouncing around. You're not in treatment very well. You're not testing. You're still drinking. You're violating your no contact provisions and allegations. Right now, I just need to hold on to you. So I'm setting both of these for a hearing, probation violation with Daniel. Now, Ms. Canfield, did I also understand there may be another assault charge pending?
I'm going to look and see.
Can I ask for what? Why would I have another assault charge?
I don't know. Someone said something to me that may have been another charge pending, so maybe I'm mistaken.
I'm looking, Your Honor.
Okay, your answer again, or what grounds did I think of it?
That's impossible.
Is that domestic violence which you tried to
I don't. I'm sorry, Mr. Frazine, what were you saying?
she tried to lead to an assault and battery, but judge would not consider the factual basis and that got kicked back. And I think that's the 2597 case.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
All right.
that's correct. So there isn't a new one. That's the one that's still pending, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, we're gonna have a probation violation hearing regarding the allegations that you continue to use alcohol in violation of your probation. You refused to test, tested positive. Then there also is an issue regarding your bond conditions, which may be a way to resolve that pending other domestic assault case in file 252597. I can't tell why it didn't go to trial in March. I don't know. At any rate, Miss Owens, you need some clean time and we're gonna figure out what's going on here. So I'll get these. I've got 2 lawyers to schedule, Mr. Knopsinger and probably Casey Strong. And we'll deal with both of these matters next week. All right, Daniel, we'll see where we're going with this. Thank you. Ms. Canfield, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. All right, you're good to go. Daniel, I'm not sure what's up, but I'll hang up on you. All right, now this next guy, Mr. McNett, I'm gonna forward to you the email I got from Tiffany. Tiffany. Good morning, sir. Are you Kevin Lee James McNett? Yes, none. I'm Judge Middleton, also present here is the Chief Public Defender, Mr. Keith Stigley. You got arrested here this morning at the courthouse on a bench warrant. The file number is 25494FY. In that matter, you were charged with possession of methamphetamine. Now let's take a look at it. Let's see if they put this in my queue. This all just sort of came in fly. I was in the middle of landlord-tenant cases and you come rolling in 10 days late. I apologize, Your Honor. All right. Let me look at the actual complaint. As I said, I didn't get much of a chance to prep this. It was just handed to me while I was in here on the bench. The charge alleged that on or about January 27th of 2026, that you did possess methamphetamine as a second or subsequent offense as a fourth habitual offender, making that theoretically punishable by up to life imprisonment. It all has to do with a pipe, which ain't the crime of the century, but the way it all stacks up. So you pled not guilty. You posted a bond of $7,500 with the bonding company. And you posted that in April. They set a pre-exam conference for May 5th. And you failed to appear. I did an immediate bench warrant. You have $1,330 with the unpaid fine and costs. As far as I can tell, you never made contact with pretrial services, at least as of May 5th. And you didn't show up. So you called 2 days later. And they were supposed to be working on a bench warrant. He said you could come in tomorrow morning as warrant may be entered by noon. And Judge Middleton could choose to recall the warrant. I was gone for 2 days. And so apparently you said you would come in tomorrow morning, which is today. So somebody made arrangements for you to come present yourself when I wanted an immediate bench warrant. I also contacted Community Corrections and they indicate as of yesterday, Friday, you contacted Community Corrections. There should have been a bench warrant for your arrest, but I got held up by staff. And then you come rolling in. So when we were here last Tuesday, I was here, Mr. Bush was here. We had 31 cases. You, at that point, had not made contact with Mr. Bush and had not made contact with Community Corrections. Then you call 2 days after the day you're supposed to be here and say, hey, I missed court. So then I didn't realize staff actually told you to come in here this morning till I just read the pleadings. So have you contacted Mr. Bush?
I called him yesterday. I didn't realize that yesterday, and I have been contacting the MDOC every day that they've told me to.
Well, you started that on Friday. Oh, let me look at that. Maybe I got my days mixed up because let's see, you said
Because of the
you did check
electricity
them
was
with
out
May
there.
1st. All right, so you did. So why didn't you show up for your court hearing?
I have a lot going on at home. My mom's got stage 4 cancer. I've had my pivotal appointments and work, and it slipped my mind. Didn't realize it was so soon. As my mom started.
All right, so you hadn't called your lawyer as of last Tuesday, but you have called him since?
I called my lawyer yesterday. It was the first time I called him. I've never had to contact my attorney first. They always meet me at my first court date.
That's not how it works. We give you instructions to call your lawyer. It's a pain in the neck when you show up when there's 31 cases pending and say, hey, I want to talk to my lawyer. Plus you got $30 worth of unpaid fines and costs. Where are you working?
Precision Wire.
In Three Rivers?
Yes, sir.
Are you living in the trailer park?
Yes, sir.
You can walk to work from there.
I do.
How long have you been at Precision Wire?
This will be my 4th week.
Did you actually speak to Mr. Bush?
No. I had to. I tried to find his number on the line, but it was giving me the wrong number. I contacted Tracy Chadwick. She gave me his number. I called and got a machine.
Well, he's here in court often. He's only been at the same address for about 80 years, give or take. His father started the practice before him. It's been the same number, 651-5380 for probably 80 years. So it slipped your mind that you were supposed to show up for court. Although apparently you had contacted Community Corrections prior to the hearing on May 5th. Let me look at a couple things here.
I thought my court date was this week.
And it just makes my skin crawl when people say, I thought I'd wait and talk to my lawyer at my first hearing. It just causes all kinds of problems. As I said, there were 31 cases that day. And I go, here I am, ready to talk about my case. That's not how it works. Every single case for next Tuesday is attorney Truckee. Laura, any luck with Precision Wire?
What's that?
We're checking with Precision Wire to see whether they actually work there or not.
Okay.
What do you have to say to that?
I was going to say I have a check stub in my wallet, but I left my wallet in the car.
Okay. All right. Mr. Stickley, you have any input here?
Your Honor, it sounds like maybe we got off to a rough start. I think he is trying to comply. It's the only input that I would have at this time. I'm sure the gentleman would prefer not being in jail. If he is with community corrections, it looks like he started checking in. Maybe we could try a redo and see how he does. That's what I would have.
All right. The easiest thing to do would be just let you sit in jail. You are working at Precision Wire. You're within walking distance of your house. Did you have to take a urine test to get hired at Precision Wire?
No. But I drug test with parole. I'm on parole.
You're still on parole?
Yes, sir.
Gee, I didn't know that. Who's your PO?
Tracy Chabot.
All right. Mr. Bush is not scheduled to be here next Tuesday. I'm going to reinstate your bond and your community corrections conditions remain in effect.
Thank you, John.
You are to contact your lawyer.
Yes, sir.
If you don't, I'm going to cancel your bond at the time of the pre-exam. If you show up on May 19th and haven't talked to your lawyer, I'm going to cancel your bond.
Yes, sir. I'll call him as soon as I get out of here.
I'm going to set the pre-exam conference for May 19th, 2026 at 8:30. If we need a preliminary examination, it will be May 26th at 1. This is a very serious charge. It's a drug double with a habitual, which makes it a mandatory life case. Plus you're on parole. I didn't realize there was a parole ramification to this as well. But it all has to do with a small pipe and some residue. I don't know if I tested you today, what the test would show. Probably test you when I see you.
I tested yesterday.
You tested yesterday?
Yes, sir.
You've been around long enough that it don't just slip your mind that you're supposed to show up for court. This is a huge pain in the neck for us.
Sir, it was a complete mistake.
All right. So you're to be here after you talk to your lawyer on May 19th at 8:30.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to recall the bench warrant and we'll have a pre-exam conference at that time. If you don't show up, I'm going to set the bond at $10 million and contact your PO and your bonding company. You've also posted a substantial amount of money, which could have been forfeited. I'll reinstate that bond and we'll give you a notice. Tuesday, May 19th at 8:30.
Yes, sir.
You have any questions?
No, sir. No.
All right, I'll see you then.
All right, thank you.
All right, everybody's pretty cavalier about. All right, everybody's pretty cavalier about their cases. That takes care of what I was gonna do. I did Miss Owens. She's not doing well. I think Autumn's got some other stuff. She'll catch up with you later today. All right, thanks for your help. All right, Golden Pond versus Campus. Campos, they are not here. That was our 840 case. Also a termination of tenancy for just cause with a money judgment. What I see in that case, Mr. Commondike, is $1,299.77, $315 in costs for a total of $1,614.97 as a money judgment. Has anything changed on that?
Yes. We're very close, but the correct numbers should be $1,356.44 in damages, $315.20 in costs, for a total of $1,671.64. And I will submit an updated judgment with those numbers on it.
I'll tell you what, I'll just scratch this one out. 13564.
1356.44. Costs remain the same at $315.20. And so the total balance is $1,671.64.
Is that through today?
That is through the end of the month.
All right. I find by default that the plaintiff has a right to recover the mobile home site. Defendant has 10 days to move and 90 days to move or sell a mobile home. The appeal date is also 10 days from today, which would be May 18th. Ms. Villa, are they still there?
That's correct, sir.
All right, I'm surprised they aren't here, but they were here last time. They certainly knew what the deal was. All right, Ms. Poling, you're kind of in the same circumstance. You were Brittany Hughes. Your name, is it Hughes or Poling?
It's legally polling.
All right. Again, your landlord contends that your rent is in arrears, $3,195 plus other money of $443.93 plus court costs, total of $3,801 through May. What's your position?
I've been trying to work to get it, or most of it at least. I have $500 right now that I could pay today. But I got sick. I had COVID from work, and then my wife got COVID, so we were both off work for almost a month.
All right. Now I've got a case set for the 18th. With Crystal polling. She's the plaintiff in that case, so I guess I don't need to. All right, so your plan is to try to catch up on the rent?
Yeah.
Where do you work?
I work at Lake House Assisted Living.
Say that again?
Lake House Assisted Living.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to do my talking. You're here. It's all that matters.
Well, I'm going to continue this to the 18th of May, Monday, May 18th, 2026, we'll call it. What time did I set the other one for?
Not at the murder. We stop at the murder.
I'm going to set it for 2:20. Christine, does that work for you?
Yes, it does, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, same thing. Stay in contact with your manager, and anything you can pay will be applied to the shortfall. The rent is $3,195. They've got unpaid utilities for March, April, and May, and court costs of $160. So somehow the utilities are not in your name and your landlord's paying the utilities. But $500 would make a dent on this. And the only thing that actually cures it is paying the entire amount. So we'll revisit this 10 days from now, May 18th at 2:20 in the afternoon.
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
Nope.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. I'll see you in 10 days. Thank you, Christine. Your pleadings are always a blessing.
Thank you. We'll see you next Monday.
Okay. the esteemed Sarah Reed has joined us for the Beals case. And good morning, Ms. Reed.
Good morning, Your Honor.
I have advised Brooke Beals of her rights as a tenant. Brooke, I didn't ask you, is Stephen Beals also there?
He is not here. He has to work. He gets up at 2 a.m. for work every day.
Oof, I get up at 5 a.m. and that's bad enough. All right. This one, I'm a little confused. It's filed as a non-payment of rent case. There, I couldn't find a lease, but it's allegation that the rent is $635 per month. Now, are you renting the lot and the trailer?
Correct. So I believe it's like $10.95 a month.
So you're renting the lot and then purchasing the trailer?
I was planning on it, yes, sir.
All right, well, they allege that the rent is $635 per month. So this is a little unusual. Miss Reed, what's the status here?
Thank you, Your Honor. So so the rent is, the $635 is basically the lot rent, and then there's a flat water and sewer charge that's the same for everybody of $35, and then the Beals have a $25 pet rental fee, so that those three figures come to $635. And I think it's a lease with option purchase, so they're basically renting the home until when and if they exercise the option in the future, and that rental payment is $510. If it's easier for Your Honor, we can submit an amended complaint to just indicate that the proper monthly rental rate should be, I don't know if that $635 and $510 is, the $1145. I'm not sure if that's what Ms. Beals.
She said $1195. If you did submit a complaint, I didn't get it. The landlord-tenant.
Yeah, I apologize. I didn't mean to say that we did. I'm just, I can submit an amended complaint and.
All right, that would help.
Great, if that's.
Well, how much the claim is due and owing?
Your Honor, at this time, exclusive of the court costs, it's $35.85. So that's about 3 months of rent.
All right, well, give me the rent.
Sure. You'd think I'd know better than to have this ready by now. The rent, Your Honor, is $3,435.
Through May?
Yes. Yeah.
And what are the court costs?
The court costs are, it looks like $265.08.
255.08?
265, I'm sorry.
65. I'm having a little trouble hearing you. What's the total?
So the total, I've got $150 in late fees as well, that I didn't include in the rent figure that I gave to Your Honor. So if I add in the late fees, then we come to a total of $3,850.08.
All right, Miss Beals, they claim that you and your husband are $35.85 behind in rent and late fees and $265.08 in court costs. Through May, they claim you owe $3,850. That's why I appreciate Miss Yancey's breakdown so much, and the others that do it makes it easier to
I'll try to remember
comprehend.
to do that for next time. I apologize.
But Miss Beals, do you have a plan to pay this if you ask for any emergency assistance?
So I have not. So my husband is from California. That is where my stepdaughter resides. That is where his mother and all of his family reside. We just recently got information that his mother does not have very long to live. And just 3 weeks ago, about 2.5 weeks ago, we just found out that my stepdaughter might have cancer. So we have to move back to California.
Well, so do you plan to move?
Correct. But we need a little time.
All right, well, you're gonna get some time. The law says I have to adjourn this at least 7 days. That would take us to next Friday, which would be the 15th. Excuse me, the 15th. Then you'd get 10 more days from that day, which would give you until May 25th. So, let's see, I don't think you're set, bailiffs is set for next week. But, no. Miss Reed, are you available at 10:45 on May 15th? All right, Miss Beals, I would suggest that you stay in contact with your manager. They may be willing to give you till the end of the month to vacate. But we're gonna adjourn this 7 days, which will be next Friday, the 15th. Then you get 10 more days. from that date. And they may be willing to give you to the end of the month. You might inquire about that from the landlord. But we're gonna be here next month, Friday, a week from today at 10:45. You did a good job of zooming in. You were on time. You were actually early. I appreciate that. Do you have any questions?
No, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Let's take up the Learns versus Jamie Risty, file 26685 LT. Andrew Rognus is here, Monroe and Vicky Learn are here, and Jamie Risty is not. Mr. Rognus, you indicated she's vacated.
Quite some time ago, Your Honor.
This is the one she was gonna pay with a settlement or something and then never did.
Yeah, and it never come to fruition. And it's one of those things where she left the window open so the feral cats were coming in and out. Well, I guess I don't know they were feral, but they were at least not housed cats. And she left out food for the cats, and the cats would come in the window. And the heat was going full blast all the time over the winter. And I think last time you said that we could get immediate possession.
I would, yes. All right, so it's filed as a non-payment of rent. The rent was north of $10,000. So what do we put in the judgment through May?
11,817. And then costs are 173.80.
What's the total?
Oh, geez. You would ask me that.
Oh, I thought you just do it in your head.
Yeah, right. That ain't gonna happen.
88217. I have a new handy dandy calculator. 173.80. I lost my old calculator in the move. $12,055.97. The date for the writ is 10 days from today, which would be the 18th of May. Emit put on the property line. If defendant has vacated, plaintiff may take immediate possession.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, send me a judgment and I'll sign it.
I think you should have one.
I was looking for one and I couldn't find it, so let me dig a little deeper.
We'll resend it again. Okay? It probably was in there about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Probably the week before tonight. But I will get it.
Well, let me keep looking here. I haven't gotten to the bottom. No, Elaine's not here to ask, but I don't
I will get one to
You
you.
usually do send one. Let me look. This will be my fourth time going through here.
And it's a stack, believe me.
No, if you'd send me a judgment, Mr. and Mrs. Learn, if she indicated you may take immediate possession of the property.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we return to Golden Pond Estates versus Francis Campos and Roger Gibson. Mr. Gibson showed up an hour late for his hearing, and we'd already entered a default judgment. Mr. Gibson made a finding that you have 10 days to move and 90 days to move or sell the mobile home. Your rent arrearage is $1,356.44 with $315 in court costs for a total of $1,671.64. You have 10 days to move to set this judgment aside because you overslept through the hearing. What I would suggest is you go in and talk to the manager, Ms. Villa. If you can pay the rent, they may allow you to continue to stay there. Otherwise, 10 days to get out of the mobile home and 90 days to move it or sell it. All right, we don't wait around for an hour to see whether the people are going to show up for their hearing. We were done a long time before you got here. Let me repeat. 10 days to move to set it aside. If you can pay the rent, maybe they'll allow you to stay. So I suggest you contact Ms. Villa, the manager there, discuss this with her. I'll send you a copy.
Staying in contact with them, Your Honor. I have a quick question for you. I've noticed on the app, like when I go on the
Stop. Sit down. You're making me dizzy. You're walking around. I'm gonna fall out of my chair with vertigo.
Sorry, my fist levels are high, Your Honor.
All right. What is your question?
So I've noticed on like when they charge a late fee, it varies every month. It's like 1 month it's 60, 1 month it's 50. How was it varying every month from $50 to $60 for a late fee? And then when I do pay my rent and card, I've noticed the credit card charges have went up as well, like from $5 to like $14 now.
To discuss this was an hour and a half ago when your hearing was set, not now ex parte where the other side isn't here. So if you want to move to set the default aside, you can do that. I would suggest that you talk to the landlord or they're going to seek to evict you after 10 days. If you want to move to set it aside, you can do that. You have to show good cause. I'm not sure sleeping through the hearing is good cause. You have to show a meritorious defense. So I'd start with the manager. Thank you all for your patience. We were supposed to do that a while ago.
Hamilton Crossing 1 versus Tammy Evans.
James Fink for the
Tammy Evans.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, there you are. You didn't have her name on. All right. What is plaintiff's claim on this one?
$3,687.
All right. Ms. Evans, how are you
Yes,
getting that paid?
I have half now, but I was trying to get more time because I know this month started, so they added this month. But I have a few issues myself, but I don't have a problem that I owe the money, but I do have issues that I need to address.
What are they?
I've been asking for things to be fixed and they haven't been fixed. And it's raining inside my bedroom where I asked them to fix. They have never fixed. Every time it rains hard, it rains inside my window.
So it's a bedroom window?
Yes.
Okay, what else?
Your Honor,
Oh,
if
and
I can just clarify, is the bedroom ceiling leaking or just the windows?
it's it's at the top of the window. I guess I don't know if that's the ceiling. It's not the ceiling. It's the top of the window inside the window area.
Okay. Anything else?
All right.
Yes. My washing machine, my dryer, it sound like trucks. My dishwasher, they came to do something, but then he wet up the floor and he said it doesn't work and never came back. So even though I don't use the dishwasher, it's a scent that's sitting in there that needs to be taken care of that they won't do anything about.
Okay, anything else?
No.
All right. So here's what I'm going to do. And you say you have half of it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, what is the total amount that you have?
I have 1,500.
Okay. So here's what I want you to do. Get the 1,500 over to the landlord by Monday, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And Mr. Fink, I'm sure is going to get in touch with his client to check on these issues that you have, okay?
Yes.
And then I'm going to adjourn your case out to May 15th, 2026 at 12 noon. That's an in-person hearing, so you'll need to come down to the courthouse and then we'll see if we can get this whole thing resolved for you, okay?
Okay. Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Hamilton Crossing 2. Hamilton Crossing 2 versus Lancy Kaba.
James String for the plaintiff.
Hi, I'm Fatima Kappa. I'm representing for Lansini Kappa. I'm one of the
I'm sorry?
I'm Fatima Kappa. I'm one of the residents of the home.
Okay. All right. What is plaintiff's claim?
$1,952.
All right. Ma'am, how are you guys intending on getting that paid?
I should be getting that paid by the end of the month by my job, but I do have a complaint.
Okay. What's your complaint?
I lost my job due to there being excessive mold in my bathroom to the point where it got me sick and I lost both of my jobs, and is the reason why I have been late on rent.
Okay. Did they get that taken care of in your bathroom?
Yes, they just got it taken care of, I believe last month. After about a few years, all they would do is come and paint over it.
Okay.
And
So what do you want? What would you like to see done? Not that it can't be.
I would like a little bit more time because I have talked to the office about me getting sick due to it, and they still
Then
think their
here's what
job.
I'm going to do. I'm going to adjourn this out to May 15th, 2026 at 12 noon.
Okay, thank you.
Is there anything that you can pay between now and then?
No, not at the moment, but I'm working.
All
on
right.
it.
Then you'll need to contact the plaintiff's office, plaintiff's attorney's office, see what they'll work out for you. Understood?
Okay. Yes.
All right. Next Friday at noon, that's an in-person hearing. Thank you. Strong Future Homes versus Jamila Williams.
James String for the plaintiff.
Where's Miss Williams? Okay. You need to unmute, Miss Williams.
Hello?
Hello. There you are. Okay, we got you.
All right.
All right. Mr. Fink, what is the claim in this case?
$1,797, sir.
All right. Miss Williams, how are you intending on getting that paid?
Your Honor, I would like to ask if I can either set it for default so that I can try to do a hardship through my job, or set up a COD with the apartment complex.
Okay, so you got to get yourself. I think I'm understanding. You got to get yourself into a position where you can claim hardship, and then there might be some assistance through your job.
Correct.
Okay. Strange world we live in. All right,
I know,
here's
right?
what I'm going to do. let me adjourn this out.
Oh,
And ma'am,
no.
hey, well, ma'am, just listen to me, please.
Okay.
I'm going to adjourn it out to next week. Contact plaintiff's office and see if they'll work something out with you to get yourself into that position so that you can try to claim the hardship.
Okay. The only way that I'll be able to claim the hardship is that I will have a default from the court. It's through my 401k hardship. And so I guess that's
Okay, but you also said a COD would do.
yes.
Okay, I can't do a COD just by magic today. That's why I'm
Okay.
telling you to contact plaintiff counsel's office in the next week so you
Okay.
can get the necessary paperwork to try to claim the hardship.
Okay.
Your Honor, could we
Yes,
do
sir.
MCR 4.201J now? And if we can get it resolved, maybe we can just submit.
Yes. Okay. Ma'am, if you come to an agreement and it's submitted to the court after the signing of the judgment, you have 3 business days from that date. If you believe that there's some misunderstanding, some confusion, or some right you didn't assert, you have those 3 business days to move this court to set that aside. You understand that?
No, I didn't quite understand what you were saying.
Okay. If you enter into either a judgment with the plaintiff or a conditional order of dismissal,
Okay.
you have 3 days from the date of my signing of that document to move this court to set that aside. If
Okay.
for whatever reason you believe that there's some confusion on your part, some misunderstanding, some right you didn't assert, you have those 3 business days after my signing to set it aside.
Okay.
You understand that now?
Yes, sir.
Ms.
I'll
Williams,
adjourn it.
Yes.
Go.
sorry, Your Honor. If you go online, find my email and send me an email today with your email and cell phone number, we'll try to help you out.
Okay. Sounds good.
May 15, 2026 at 12 noon. That's an
All right.
in-person hearing. All right.
All right.
Make sure to contact them, ma'am. All right. Thank you. And the Haven versus Jeffrey Perry.
James Fink for the plaintiff.
Mr. Perry? Okay, there you are. All right. What is plaintiff's claim?
$4,260.52.
All right, Mr. Perry, how are you intending on getting that paid?
Well, first, I have a lot of issues with the unit that I've been letting them know about for the last about 4 or 5 months, but they refuse to do anything about it. And I would say some of it's pretty serious.
All right, what kinds of things are we talking about?
All right, one, I had suspect of mold inside the unit because
Is
about
there any
once
particular place that's located?
in the bathrooms, I believe upstairs bathrooms, downstairs bathrooms. I guess it's a lot of moisture in there. But when I turn the shower on,
Okay, what else? Mold? What
yeah,
else?
mold, washer and dryer isn't working. The washer is actually leaking on the neighbor's head downstairs. So the neighbors downstairs complain about it.
All right, what else?
We have what else? The upstairs bathroom, the pipes are vibrating and leaking down to the downstairs bathroom.
What else?
And inside of both bathrooms, upstairs and downstairs, there's some type of gooey residue that's dripping from the walls that I asked for them to fix. Maybe they have to detox the place and scrub it down and repaint it. But it's not done. So I don't know what it is, but it's some gooey like
Well, if you don't know what it is, you don't know how to repair it. What else is on your list?
yeah. I think that is it. Let me see.
All right. Mr. Fink's got that. They'll check on that.
I do, Your Honor, and I also have a note that says there's been 2 mold tests with no mold reported, and that he has not responded to requests for maintenance to come look at the other things, but I will pass this on. I'll make sure we have documentation, and we'll be back on the 15th.
Yes, I'll set this for the 15th, 2026, 12 noon.
Thank you.
Sir, And
Yes.
is there anything that you can pay between now and then, sir?
Yes.
Okay, how much?
I could pay $1,500. So are they going to be required to get this stuff done? Because that's the whole issue in the first place. That they're not, they refusing to get these things done. Maintenance to come by,
All
and
right,
then
here's what
they'll
I'm
say
gonna
they'll be
do.
back, but they don't
If you
come
don't
back.
want to pay the money, they just said they're gonna come over and do it.
Yeah, they've been saying
If
that for the
you-
last.
I'm asking, all right, here's what I'm gonna do, sir. I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you this morning. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set it for noon. It's an in-person hearing. You need to get here. We'll talk about it and then do that. You pay whatever you think you can pay since you won't answer my question between now and then. Otherwise, we'll just take it from there. All right, thank Redwood, Superior Township versus China Green.
Assumption Hurt, Your Honor, on behalf of plaintiff.
Hey,
I'm here.
hello. Hello, Miss Green. All right. What is plaintiff's claim in this case?
Rent to retain possession, Your Honor, $5,078.88. Court cost amount of $175. That total redemptive amount is $5,253.88.
All right. Miss Green, how are you intending on getting that paid?
So I tried to drop off a certified check earlier this week, but I was told that I can't drop off partial payments. So I do have that amount of $3,300 already.
How much do you have?
$3,300.
And they wouldn't take your money?
No, they said they just don't take partial payments.
Oh, yes, they will. Miss Hart, I'm ordering that they will take that partial payment of $3,300. I don't know why they turn away money. Anyway, all right. So Miss Green, we've taken care of that. So you just need to take that over. If they won't take your money, then I got remedies if they don't want to do that. It's okay. So, and then how are you going to pay the back balance?
And so then I filed for a hardship withdrawal from my retirement fund. And so that's been approved. I'm just waiting for the funds to hit my account.
All right. Do you know what the timing on that might be, or?
They said within 2 weeks it should be.
Okay. You didn't say that like you believed him. No.
You know how things are, you know.
I get it. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to adjourn it to May 15th, 2026 at 1 p.m. You get that $3,300 over to them. That on the 15th, that's an in-person hearing. So if you don't get it all paid off, you'll need to appear down at the courthouse, and then we'll figure out where we go.
Okay.
All right?
Judge,
Yes, thank you so much. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Judge, I will indicate that to my client about the $3,300 payment. But for the numbers, Your Honor, that would leave a remaining balance of $1,953.88 for Ms. Green's. But Judge, respectfully, we do that just because if they pay the money and they're not able to pay all of it, Judge, it's just, try to help out the tenant.
Yeah, sure. Any business I've ever ran, if somebody's going to pay you money, you just take. If I got to give a refund, I'll give a refund, but I'm taking their money. All right?
Thank you, Your Honor. I believe that concludes it for the Cox docket. Have a great afternoon. It's good to see you.
Take care. Gordon Scott versus Michelle Mathis. Gordon Scott, Michelle Mathis.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Okay.
I'm here.
I'll need cameras.
Cameras. Thank you.
Okay, that didn't do it.
That didn't do it.
Yeah, there's something wrong with your.
Okay.
All right, I've got Miss Mathis. All right. Well, this is how we'll proceed. Sir, what is your claim in this case?
We've asked Miss Mathis to leave the house over a year ago, and that didn't happen.
All right, Miss Mathis. What's your position on this?
I had a hardship and I moved in with my mother and Mr. Gordon, which is her significant other. They helped me out. I did look and I had hardship with my car. It broke down for 2 months. I didn't work for 2 months at that point. And yeah, just constantly hardship. My someone just rear-ended my truck and now it's totaled. So I had to get another vehicle. It's constant. And I am looking for a place. I do have a Country Meadows that I was getting into. They do not have any units available until the last week of June, which would be first week of July. I can move in.
All right. Have you guys tried to work out a move out date?
I asked her to leave a year ago. I assume that this has been plenty of time for her to work out a move out date.
So I'll take that as a no. All right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to adjourn this out. She's entitled to the adjournment May 15th, 2026 at 2 p.m. That is an in-person hearing, so I'll need to have both of you here on that date, and then we'll figure out how we're going to resolve it.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. State ranks about 20. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm okay. State your name.
Christine Schutz for Mary Guinan.
And he's on my sheet. Okay. All right. Vaughn, state your name, please.
Michael Vaughn.
All right. So how much do you have owing it?
At this point, I have $903.96. He did pay the rent. He did pay $500, but I would also like to put some things on the record that I think are relevant to this case.
Okay, but you, hold on. The amount you say he owes at this point is $903.
Yes, and 96 cents.
Okay. And 96 cents, you said. Okay. What did you want to say?
First of all, we are a family. We're not a business. This is a cottage that we rent that my dad built. Back in September, Michael Vaughn was kicked out of his cottage by his girlfriend because she was squatting. I said, that's not possible. She's not on the lease. He said, well, I'm afraid to go back in. He filed a PPO. In the PPO, he puts that she stole my keys and broke in. She spit in my face, throws stuff, pulled a knife, hammer, chopped, ripped.
I'm going to stop you. I don't know what that has to do with this case.
It's because I just found out she's living with him again. She's back in the house. And the whole point was that she planned on squatting, kicked him out. This is domestic violence. I'm afraid for his safety. I'm afraid for the property of our
Okay, but ma'am, I get all that, but that's not what's before me.
I know, but I just don't want something to happen. He's supposed to be out June 30th. I want to make sure he is evicted by June 30th. So this squatting or whatever he plans on doing doesn't happen.
I can't do anything about it.
Okay, well,
that's not jurisdictionally before me.
Well, then I want to keep this case going until the lease is.
Well, if he pays it off, it's going to end. But I can't just keep it going.
Right, but he
filed a non-payment of rent case.
Right, and he owes $903 at this point.
All right, Mr. Vaughn, when are you going to pay the $903?
Okay, so my plan was to pay another $500 within the next 2 weeks. It's going to take me 2 weeks to get paid again. And then by the 1st, I planned on paying the remainder along with the June rent.
And also I gave him an eviction notice for the lease ending, and I want that on record.
Did you apply to SOS? So you have a map referral was given to you on April 6th. What came about from that? Mr. Vaughn?
Okay, there was a little lag there, but I think I heard you. I did apply SR. I got denied.
Okay.
I submitted my income. It says I could. Because they
applied.
They wanted verification.
SOS?
That was the reasoning.
Okay. So when are you going to get this 903 paid?
Yeah, I did. And Hawk, and then That'll come in on the 1st. In 2 weeks, I planned on paying 500 more towards the back rent. And then on the 1st, when I owe June rent, I plan to pay off the remainder along with the June rent.
All right, Mayor, I'm going to leave
We
it
get
up to
paid
you.
every 2 weeks.
This out to the 29th if you want to try to keep this thing going, or actually adjourn it into June. I don't care.
We can,
Or I'll issue a judgment. What would you prefer?
well, I guess I want to make sure that I want him out June 30th at the end of the.
Ma'am, that's not before me.
I know it's not before.
What do you want me
I
to?
wanted to continue.
Pardon?
Continue. I want to make sure
I'll adjourn the matter to June 5th, 2026. We don't have the 5th. Wow, June 12th, that's fine. June 1 p.m.
1 p.m.
Are you ready to put it back then? We'll see where we are. Thank you.
Thanks, Your Honor.
Tanya Lansreth?
Yes.
All right, we're going to go on the record in your case, state of Kansas versus, it's not Tanya, it's Tanya, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
TONIA. Yes.
All right. The state appears by and through Mr. Regier. Ms. Lansreth is in custody at the Butler County Jail, appearing by Zoom. She was arrested on a failure to appear from January 12th. And her bond was forfeited, and a new bond was set at 5,000 cash or surety. I think, well, I'm not sure. Her old bond was 2,500. So the bond got doubled, and this appears to be a misdemeanor case. So it needs to get back in front of Judge Webster. And your case isn't that old, and you did have Mr. Patterson, so we'll notify him, reappoint him, notify him that you're in custody. Are you going to be able to make that bond?
No, I am not.
Okay, so then I'm going to give you an expedited setting of May 15th.
I was going to ask if it was possible. I don't know if it is. I've been going through a domestic violence issue. As you can see, my nose is broke. I have 6 broken ribs. I was going to see if it's possible to OR to a women's shelter. One of the police told me to mention that if possible. I don't know if that's something you'd be willing to do. I do have record of that from the facility. The
okay. Well, I'm only setting it a week away. Otherwise, you'd be clear out to July. That's
okay.
where the docket is. Now, if between now and a week from today, you can produce police reports and doctor's reports that you've been to the doctor and made a police report, I will reconsider that.
I do have those already.
Okay. Can you get those to the prosecutor and see if we can agree on something with your bond, and we'll get Mr. Patterson involved?
Yes, I sure can. I did agree. I was scared too because of my abuser. But I did tell the police department I would be willing to file charges against the individual. So I do have their number and everything on file, and I gave my medical records to your medical people here. They have it.
Okay.
My injuries.
Okay. Well, send the police report information and the doctor's records to the county attorney's office, and we will notify Mr. Patterson that they have them.
Okay.
You know, if he decides he wants to do something with your case right away to get it disposed of, he may want to wait till Friday. Otherwise, he can talk to the prosecutor if he wants to set it for trial, and it's going to be quite a while on doing something else with your bond as long as you reappear. I'm not saying that you have to press charges. Usually domestic, they don't ask you, they just do it. But I just need to see that you actually made a police report and that you've actually seen a a doctor for these injuries?
Well, the police, I have two police officers. Both of them gave me their numbers. They said I could even contact the KBI, whoever, Wichita police, whoever, because this individual, I guess they've been wanting him for a while, and they're bringing up aggravated charges on him, not just domestic. They're gonna get him with aggravated since I have 3 witnesses that saw him choking me outside the building.
Okay.
So I will admit it. I'm trying not to cry, but I am a little scared of him to do it. But the police assure me he will not harm me. So to go ahead and do it. They are looking for him. I don't know if they've caught him, but they are actively looking for him.
Okay.
So
All right. All right. Well, make sure he doesn't end up in the jail that you're at.
I hope not. Yes, because he put tracking information on my telephone. He's put, what do you call those? The iPad, Apple Air tracker things, you know? So.
Yeah.
But yeah. I have 2 numbers. I can call 2 different police officers, whatever.
He won't be arrested and placed where he shouldn't be. I guess they'll arrest him wherever they find him. But the charges are going to arise from wherever it happened at.
Okay. All right.
Was that in Sedgwick?
No, it was in Pittsburgh, Kansas.
Okay.
He was a mutual friend of my ex-husband, and I had no idea that he was violent. I haven't seen him in about 20 years. So he would get a paranoid state, and he broke 6 of my ribs, broke my nose, as you can see. I don't know if you can see on the camera, but
I'm sorry. That's terrible.
That's okay. He was not my boyfriend. He was my friend, I thought, because I'd known him for so long. And fortunately, the Lord left me a path to open the front door, and I got out because he would have killed me. He said he was going to beat me to death. So luckily I was able to get away, and 3 witnesses saw him trying to kill me outside in front of the house, choke me to death.
Mr. Regier, do you have any thoughts on this other than kind of the things I've mentioned? Judge Webster already set the bond, but it can always be reduced. But you probably, her attorney would need some documentation to take it to a judge to get it reduced. And then I'm sure you'd want to provide it to you, but do you have any other thoughts about this today?
Not at this time, Your Honor, although the state would respectfully suggest that given that this is defendant with counsel of record, any communications to my office should be through the court-appointed attorney.
Okay, sounds good. All right. If there's nothing further, then we are adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And you got that date. That is next Friday, the 15th at 1:30.
Can you write that down for me? Oh, it's on here. Okay, yes, it is on here.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, sir, are you David Walker?
Yes,
ma'am. All right. You are here on a no bond hold for failure to appear. I issued that. We had a motion for a judgment on bond because your bondsman, Don Kirkman, needed to pay in the bond because you hadn't been found. And he assured me that he would find you. So I gave him a little more time, and he did. So we can set aside that judgment hearing on 6/5 at 2:30. But now we need to get you back on the docket. I found probable cause back on August 20th to bind you over for trial. And you, I believe, were scheduled for jury trial. And you didn't appear. And when I have people who take time off jobs, make arrangements to appear as jurors, sometimes ask to be excused and don't get excused, and have to find babysitters and whatnot. When people don't appear for trials that they've announced that they are going to trial, then I don't give you a bond. So why was it that you didn't show up back in December?
I was kicked out of my residence and I had nowhere, I didn't have anywhere to live. I went where I could survive.
How old are you?
I'm 62.
Okay.
62.
Why did you get kicked out of your residence?
Because of my court involvement. They said I was, I don't know, they said I was dealing drugs. They kicked me out.
Okay, where were you living?
I was living at the HUD apartments in the El Dorado, 321.
Okay, and so then after that you were on the streets?
Yes, ma'am.
But you couldn't walk to the courthouse? There in any place in El Dorado you can't walk to?
Well, when my court date came, I no longer was in El Dorado.
Well, where did you go?
I ended up in Wichita.
How'd you get there?
Rides.
Okay.
Hitchhiked.
All right, Amy, when is my soonest jury trial scheduling?
It is June 9th.
Right. I'm going to come get my book from you or wherever I put it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to schedule your case for jury trial June the 9th. 9 a.m. 2 days. Pre-trial conference Friday, June 5th, 9 a.m. I'm going to appoint Mr. Favre or reappoint him. Amy,
that attorney never did a thing for me. That attorney sold me down the creek. I don't want that attorney. I don't want an attorney. I don't want you to assign me an attorney.
All right, well, I'm going to have him on standby, and then I have to go through quite a bit with you to allow you to represent yourself. I can't stop you, but there are a bunch of admonishments that I have to give you in order to let you proceed pro se on a felony. In other words, represent yourself. And so I need some touch base. I could touch base with him and the defendant. He's shaking his head. No, that's fine then.
Thank you.
I'll see you then on June the 5th, and your trial will be June the 9th. If you want an attorney before then, let me know. Fill out an application or send the jail a Form 9 to contact me, and I'll be happy to appoint you an attorney. If you don't want one, then I'm going to go over on that Friday of your pre-trial. If you decide you're going to continue to represent yourself for the trial, then we're going to have a discussion that it's not advisable for you to represent yourself. There are things that you may or may not be able to do to protect your interests if you're not law trained. And it's not advisable, basically. So when was the last time you tried your own case?
I couldn't tell you the date.
Was it years ago or a few years ago, or I don't need the date?
It was 3 years ago, maybe.
Do you remember who the judge was?
If you said his name, I would know it.
Judge Ricky?
No.
Judge Hart?
Might have been Hart. I believe he's the judge that gave you this case. I believe it was the judge. He was the original judge on this case, I thought.
Is he very tall?
I only ever saw him when he was sitting down.
Okay, well, all right then. What was the outcome of that case? Do you remember?
Yeah, I got a 13-month underlying sentence, which actually went away 15 days after I got this one.
Your Honor, if I may.
All right. So that didn't work out for you very well, that self-representation.
Oh, worked out for me better than what Mr. Farvey was doing to me.
All right. All right, Mr. Regier, I'm going to keep this as a no bond hold right now. I've got him scheduled my first opportunity. And right now it looks like he's representing himself unless he asks me otherwise.
He has to be heard earlier.
Okay, Mr. Regier.
Maybe he knows who my judge was.
Your Honor, if I may.
Sure.
Your Honor, the state's information is that this defendant was previously before Judge Crum on another Butler County case, 22 CR 508. It would appear that at a setting back in May of 2023, the defendant was adamant that he did not want an attorney. It would appear that there was a pretrial hearing in November of 2023 where there was a plea entered, which was accepted by the court. Subsequently, looks like 2 prior requests for revocation, at which time Mr. Favre was counsel of record, both in July of 2024 and March of 2025, respectively. States would also respectfully inquire as if the court is also on the record today in 25 CR 404. State understands that is a third Butler County case involving the same defendant.
Oh, okay. I see that now.
Judge Crum, that's correct.
Okay. And this one got assigned to Judge Hart.
Oh.
I'm going to ask that it be reassigned to me. There's no reason with what's going on with you and you're on a no bond hold that you should have a bunch of different judges unless you want, unless you decide you want to ask me to recuse. I'm going to take both the cases. I didn't realize that you had another case. And Judge,
I didn't either.
You would have recognized Judge Hardy. Even if he's sitting down, he's very, very tall. But apparently it was Judge Crum that was your judge.
Right.
So
I also did not realize I had multiple cases. I thought I had.
Yeah. You have a case that an active warrant was issued on May 7th, May 8th of 26, I believe. And it is for possession of methamphetamine. It is from a July 25 case, though.
Wow.
It's alleged that on or about the 18th day of July 2025 that you did David Wayne Walker.
Oh, yeah. I thought that was this case.
No, I was
writing in an RV
that was set for trial, which was 25 CR 83. This is a new charge that you haven't even been to court on. That's why I'm telling you what the charges are.
Okay.
But it is an older dated case. In count 2, you're charged with possession of paraphernalia, a plastic baggie, and count 1, possession of methamphetamine. Let me see. I don't remember in my case when that was alleged to have occurred was February of 25. So I guess once you got the 2025.
What?
Then you may have picked up a July of 25. So anyway, I'm going to enter not guilty plea for you on that case as well. I'm going to set it in front of me for preliminary hearing control on that first June date that I gave you, which was the 5th. And again, if you want counsel, you need to send me an application. It is possible that Jim Watts could represent you on this case, even though he couldn't on the previous case. So I could assign Jim Watts to represent you on this newest case, 25 CR 404.
He recused himself. Why did he do that?
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Well, what I was trying to say is sometimes he has a conflict with the witnesses, the co-defendants, any of those people, because he's either currently representing them or has recently represented them. But then the next time around, those people may not be witnesses or part of the case, and he can handle your case. So I don't know, but I'm happy to, he must have had a conflict. That's why Mr. Favre takes over, is when Mr. Watts has a conflict. And if you want me to appoint him on this newest case, just let me know and fill out an application.
Okay.
All right. And the thing with that level 5 drug charge is it's another, if you were convicted on my case, and then you were convicted on this case, it would be at least 2. If you have 3 felony drug possession cases, it's presumptive prison. It invokes the habitual violator clause, the 3rd strike rule, and the sentencing range is 10 months up to 42 months with the Department of Corrections and $100,000 fine. So I'm going to enter a not guilty plea for you. Again, I would encourage you to consider having an attorney on both cases. If I appoint Mr. Favre and he believes that your communication is such that you can't work together, he will let me know that and we'll try someone else. The thing is you don't get a pick. When you get court appointed counsel, you don't get a pick who it is. But they will ask to withdraw if there's a problem between the 2 of you.
Right.
Okay? You have
Okay.
any questions? Now, in that case, there's already a bond that was issued, but you don't have a bond in my case right now.
Right, which is the June 5th, June 9th one, correct?
Yeah, the trial. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
This other one, Judge Hart, on this newest case, set your bond at $2,000 on it. If you want to make bond on it.
Why would I do that?
Cash or surety, 2,000 cash or surety.
Okay.
Okay. All right. We'll see you later. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
And Your Honor,
Yeah.
for the state's understanding, is the court appointing Mr. Favre to the new 25 CR 404 case?
Nope, he's adamant he doesn't want him. He's going to have to send a Form 9 or get an application from the jail, fill it out and send it to me, and then I'll appoint him someone.
Very good, Your Honor.
Very good, Your Honor. Very good. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been one of those days. It's been a long day. It's been a crazy day. Can you believe some of those cases? Weird gunk on the walls, hammer throwing girlfriends. My God, you think that's all? No. I'm here to tell you, I edited out about 5 hours more court cases than what we have seen here tonight. That's right, 5, maybe more. And you're gonna see at least 2 of those hours in about, I don't know, how long is it from now till 11 a.m. standard Central Time? Tomorrow? Yeah. It's brunch time tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. The weekend review time. Thank you all for being here for Friday night show. You know, it's been an interesting one. Started things off with, Judge Oakley doing the most mint Judge Oakley that I've ever seen coming out of Romulus, Michigan. Then we moved on to a little bit, Judge Middleton starting things off with a little bit of criminal docket and then go into something a little bit more civil. Not quite civil. Then we had a whole bunch of Judge Simpson landlord-tenant nonsense. God. Some of those you just can't mess. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to look and see what happened with Miss Anderson. I'm pretty sure it was a big nothing burger, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to check that out. Aside from that, I'm not even going to predict what I'm showing tomorrow. It's a lot of stuff that I have to choose from. As a matter of fact, I'll pull up the unused folder. I've got Simpson Voila, Simpson Bill Block, Buchanan Pro Se civil case. I've got 2 bad moms with Judge Webster. I've got Judge Webster in a very stern mood. I've got a bunch of Judge McNally's. Super Junk, Gerald's Game, Turfing Case. I don't know why I named them these things. One of them is a guy named Stephanie, and he got some grace. Wiggins got a paddock case. Wiggins made Persephone cry. Wow. And Stevens, the tale of two different tales, very different outcomes. We'll be seeing that one tomorrow for sure. McNally's civil case issue. I don't know if we'll watch that. We'll probably watch it. A lot of these will be coming out at 4 a.m. noon next week. For now, some of them will be coming out tomorrow during our live stream. We're going to watch some of these things. I promise. That's hours. What I just named out there was hours. I've got the Buchanan case by itself. The Buchanan case is just the first part of a civil case, and it's 2 hours and 20 minutes long. Not even joking right now, y'all. That's a real thing we have sitting in the in the future machine. We're gonna be seeing. Just don't know when. For now, I'm your lone wolf Usul, and I am out. Thank you for being. Tomorrow is the tractor parade. What? For the irrigation festival? Wow. Well, sometimes you have to have priorities, right? Yeah. If you don't have any other priorities, go watch Ferris Bueller's Day Off. This is an homage to Ferris Bueller's Day Off because it's just a nutty thing. And I got nothing else. So that's why I come back here and mention that stupid little movie every single stream and possibly say something witty and a little smart. Sometimes nothing at all. Bye.